Interested in getting tickets to a concert or sporting event? Use SeatGeek and get $20 off on your next purchase with promo code OBERSPORTS. That's OBERSPORTS, OBERSPORTS. What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here. So, big day in Milwaukee sports. The best player on the best team in the NBA that won the NBA Finals 1 month ago to this day, Giannis Antetokounmpo, has decided to purchase a stake in the Milwaukee Brewers ownership group. Apparently, this was a long time in the making. The genesis of this idea was formed in the bubble by Giannis. He reached out to Mark Antanasio, the Brewers' lead owner at the moment, the guy who has the majority stake in the franchise at this time. He purchased the franchise back in 2005, and Giannis reached out to him last September, and they kind of just were working on this for a long time, and it was apparently finalized back in May, but they didn't want to go public with it because they didn't want it to take away from the Bucks title run, which obviously culminated in an NBA championship for the Milwaukee Bucks, and the first championship won by a Milwaukee sports team since 1971. So, I mean, this is just awesome, though. I mean, I love the Brewers. I love the Bucks. Giannis is probably my favorite athlete in the history of the world, and he's buying a stake in the Brewers. And the fact that he had thought of this idea before he actually signed that Supermax contract back in December, I mean, to me, that just shows how much he really wanted to stay in Milwaukee and that he was never really going to leave. I mean, people had been speculating for years prior about where Giannis might go, or that it was almost a foregone conclusion that he was going to leave Milwaukee. But all the while, I thought, the comments that he made about the team, about wanting to stay in Milwaukee, about wanting to be in the city, they spoke for themselves. And people did not seem to want to pay attention to that. But clearly, he had his mind set on staying in Milwaukee a long time ago, and that was evident even more so by the fact that he wanted to purchase a minority stake in the Milwaukee Brewers 3 or 4 months before he even signed that Supermax contract. So, I mean, yeah, though, the way he talks about Milwaukee, I mean, the way he talks about it as, like, his home, the fact that he grew up in Greece, literally never left the country of Greece in his entire life until he was drafted in the NBA. What was it now, 8 years ago? Yeah, 2013. And now, the country that he grew up in and now Milwaukee, those are kind of his two homes. And for him to refer to Milwaukee as his home, he says he became a father here, he became a champion here, and it's just awesome. I mean, never in my life did I expect sports in Milwaukee to be like this. I mean, it changed everything. Milwaukee is clearly on the map now for sports, and the Bucks schedule actually got released today, by the way. And the Bucks have 36 nationally televised games on an 82-game schedule this upcoming year, and that's pretty remarkable because I remember the days when I was a lot younger, when I was just starting high school, when I was 14, 15 years old, and just getting one game on ESPN was crazy to me. I remember, I think it might have been 2015 or 2016, we got one game on ESPN, and it was against the Rockets. And I remember when they released the schedule, and I saw that ESPN game, I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. That was just the coolest thing ever because my team in the spotlight on a channel like ESPN, that covers sports all around the world. The fact that we got an ESPN game in the regular season, that was crazy to me. Because I never really had experienced it that much since the Bucks had always been really bad in my life. And now, look at us. Look at what Milwaukee sports in general is like. I mean, it's incredible. The Bucks just won the finals. They're about to go on their title defense starting in October. The Milwaukee Brewers are going to be most likely in the postseason this year and have a very good shot at winning their division and getting a top seed in the National League this year. And a lot of people are saying that they have a very good shot at winning the World Series, which I would have to agree with how good they've been this year. So it's just amazing, and it's definitely something that I don't want to take for granted because I know how low sports in the city of Milwaukee can get. And for the longest time, the Packers were really the only thing. It was the Packers and the Badgers, and then maybe the Brewers when the other two teams were out of season. But the Bucks were just Nobody thought about the Bucks, and now we're champions. Now we have a champion as a part owner in the Milwaukee Brewers, who are looking to win their first championship ever this season. And if they do that, can you imagine? I mean, we would have won 2 titles. The city of Milwaukee would have won 2 titles over the course of, how many months would that be? So July, August, September, October, 3 to 4 months. That's crazy for a city that has been, you know, in the complete gutter in terms of sports, you know, with the Brewers, you know, having some truly horrendous stretches, and the Bucks as well. I mean, just to be at this level and to have a guy like Giannis on the team, and then now wanting to be a part of the Milwaukee Brewers, it's just crazy. And, you know, 14-year-old me would have never believed it, but here we are. Really, really great day for Milwaukee sports and in Milwaukee sports history for sure. And really this whole last month has just kind of been like a honeymoon for that title, and I'm really excited to see the Bucks get back to work and get a shot at defending it, and of course for the Brewers to start the pennant race, you know, in September, and hopefully get that division title and earn a spot in the postseason this year. So, anyways, guys, that's all I got to say in this video. Just wanted to share that news with you and talk a little bit about my feelings on Milwaukee sports in general, the current state of it. So, in the meantime, guys, though, I will most likely be getting my reactions out to the Packers preseason game versus the Jets tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Go Bucks, go Brewers.